Alright, so let's hope it works this time and I don't get cut off. You know what, this feels a little random for me because I'm not one for political views and videos and stuff like that, but I guess I wanted to just throw out my 2 cents for the few people that watch these about what seems to be going on with body acceptance and weight loss, especially considering I'm on the diet. I saw 2 articles today. One was a fitness person, fitness blogger. I tweeted the article with her showing a picture of herself, and she has a very lean, very trim figure, okay? But according to the BMI index, which I'm fairly certain in a previous video at some point I called complete bullshit on, that it is nothing but a headache and just a hassle and complete bullshit. But anyway, according to the BMI for this woman, she is considered, I think, obese. I don't think severely obese, but obese, according to the BMI index. And basically what the BMI index is that is this math equation between your weight and your height, but it's a ridiculous system because okay, I don't think too many people have similar builds and bone structures, you know, and that is all consideration as well as genetics about how your body, you know, is in regard to its weight. So because I'm 5'4", I have to weigh at the maximum to be in the average and not be considered obese. I have to weigh about I think 130. 130. That seems a little low. And there are people who are, you know, so skinny. I think because of that BMI index, my mother always told me, you know, you can't get too skinny because then you'll start to look sick. And I am actually a fat chick with big bones. I really am. I am a fat chick with big bones. You know, my family heritage is German, Irish, Polish, and Russian. The big bones. Big bones. So 130 I don't think is going to work for me. And that's why I felt so relieved. Just plain relieved. When I went to the diet clinic, they told me I could weigh over 200 pounds. Not ginormously 200 pounds, but I think it was somewhere between 200 to 230, something like that, or maybe 250, probably not 250 though. And that would be a healthy weight for me. My bottom line with weight is you should only lose it if you're having health issues. Other than that, I fully support accepting your body for how it is. Now, I know that probably comes across as hypocritical because, honestly, I'm not always happy with my body. That's not saying I'm never happy. You know, half the time, I don't even think about it. Especially when my knees weren't crap, I only felt fat when I'd, you know, take a shower and see myself in the mirror, or trying to squeeze between a couple of people at, you know, the supermarket, or God forbid if I had to run. The problem is, though, with my knees now, I just feel more aware of the weight, and the fact that I need a motor cart to go food shopping, all the more reason makes it more, you know, aware to me, because I assume when people see me in the cart, they just assume I'm lazy and just don't want to walk around the store. They don't know that it's because I have arthritis in both of my knees that I cannot walk around that store. Okay? I've been a big girl my whole life, but I was still able to walk around the store okay. It wasn't until my knees went bad, and I don't like being in the cart. And although the weight progress has felt slow, I am very thankful for what I have lost so far. And there's a part of me that wants to tell you guys what I started off at, but you know what? The sad thing is I think I feel ashamed and embarrassed by it, and the fact that I'm partially a little nervous of all the trolling I might get from listing my starting weight and listing what I am now. So, I don't know, maybe on a day when I'm just that the other article was a woman who was on the heftier side and went to the beach in a bikini, a two-piece bikini. And I think, you know what, I kind of scanned that article, but I think she got some ridicule and some funny faces for it. You know, like somebody said maybe you should cover up a little bit or something like that, and she's like, but I just don't go to the beach at all. And I admire women that are doing that. I truly do. I highly admire and respect these women, because you know what, there's just so many political aspects going on. You have sexuality, you have race, even gender wars, you know, the whole men make more than women crap, and, you know, it's hard to be a successful woman just because of your gender. You know, there's so many things, and it's the same thing with fat people. You know, there's a woman who had a spinal injury, and she has a GoFundMe page to help her get a $2,000 scooter. And she got ripped to hell by trolls. She has a bit of a dwarfism issue, and that also affects her metabolism, I believe. So she's a little hefty. Not fat. To me, when you're my size or bigger, to me, you're fat. When you're smaller than me, you're not fat. So, I mean, but she was getting ridiculed by all these people just saying that she was nothing but lazy. She has a spinal injury, dude. She can't get around her campus that much. It's not because she's lazy or fat. It's because her fucking spine's fucked up. And it's just so sad that that's the world we live in sometimes. And there are millions of people, don't get me wrong, there are many, many people that see past our build, you know, because God knows I don't see past it sometimes. Not for me. And the world we live in makes you feel, if you're overweight, and I'm not trying to exclude people who get ridiculed for being too skinny, it's just that I can't relate to that one. You know, I try to be even with these diets vlogs, because I know it does go both ways, that, you know, just because you're fat you get ridiculed. It does go for people who are too skinny, you know, but it's just, sadly, as much as I want to try and be supportive of those people, I can't relate to that one. So it gets so sad that there are still people who just can't be supportive. I've mentioned, I mean, God, I'm really surprised it's only been the one, but I've only gotten one troll comment with these diet vlogs calling me fat, and that I will never be loved. And trolls are just really, really sad people with nothing better to do, you know? At least I'm trying to better myself. There was one thing my mom told me. She's like, you know, when people make fun of you, it's like, you know what? I can always lose the weight. You're still going to be an ugly, evil person. So, fuck you. And I don't know. I don't even know where I'm going with this video. I just wanted to maybe vent or question, you know, what's the big deal? It's funny, in advertising, you're constantly seeing bigger is better, more for less, da-da-da-da-da. And it seems like bigger is better and more is better, except when it comes to your stomach. Even tits and ass! Those are better when they're bigger. But a belly? No, can't have a big belly. That's disgusting. It's like, make up your mind, guys. And the other thing with the dieting, oh my God, I see so many articles about what you should eat, what you shouldn't eat, how this is good, but then like 2 weeks later it tells you, no, 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 that's bad. You can't eat that. But you just said 2 weeks ago it was good for me to eat this. No, 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 no. Totally need to have this instead now. So it just gets so goddamn frustrating and confusing, and nobody understands that unless they've been on a diet. Whether it is Weight Watchers or Slim Fast or whatever you take. I'm sorry, cat. Isis, this is a very important blog. Stop mewing. Come on, get in here. There we go. So, sorry. You know, the point is, I really just feel if you're having health issues, then you should care about what your weight is. If you're healthy, fuck the rest of the world. I am a perfectly healthy fat person. I don't have heart issues. I don't have diabetes. I don't have pre-diabetes. My liver is fine, my kidneys are fine. Those are kind of the biggest bits with being fat. You know? So, yes, I'm fat. Yes, I'm overweight. Yes, I am dubbed obese. I am possibly dubbed morbidly obese. But you know what? Other than just feeling sorry for myself and pissed off at a lot of things that have happened in my life, at least I have my health. You know? At least I don't have a heart issue. At least I don't have diabetes or high blood pressure. And I am very thankful for that. But where does anybody get off telling me that I am less of a person because of my size? And where do these other people get off telling me what works for me and what doesn't when you're constantly changing your fucking mind? What does that get you? Dieting sucks, but I'm doing it so that I can have a healthy pregnancy. That is my main goal. I have been fat my whole fucking life. I'm at a point I don't care. Honestly, because of my mother's health history with the cancer, I have basically accepted at this tender age of 31 that I only have about 30 years left on this planet. That I will get cancer like my mother did, and I will die somewhere in my 60s, my early 60s, like both my parents did. So, but I want to have children. I want those moments. And I don't want to risk hurting the baby. So, I am losing weight for them. And that's it. Other than that, I really don't care. I have a wonderful man in my life who wants to marry me and wants those children with me. And he's able to see past all of this brokenness. And I can't love him more for it. So, when I say you are more than just a number, I mean it. Because I am more than just a number. I have talent. I have creativity. I have a good heart. You know? And I'm a fighter. I have been through a lot. And I know there are people that have been through worse, but I can only go by based on what I've been through, and I've been through a lot. And I'd like to think it's some things that some people just couldn't make it through. So, fuck you to everybody else who can't just let it go. Size doesn't matter. Weight doesn't matter. Too skinny, too fat, it doesn't matter. They're a person. They deserve to be happy, they deserve to be loved, and they deserve respect. And if you can't deal with that, you need to start looking in the mirror and figuring out what's wrong with you instead of picking out what you think is wrong with somebody else. So, yeah. I guess I will see you guys next Monday with my next vlog. I don't know what the point of this video was, but I will see you on Monday.